Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is. I'm losing track of the world. Um, Welcome to episode 10. I think it's episode 10 of the Pound Roundup. Start the day with a quick health update. My arm is pretty tastily burnt. Went to the burns unit on Monday. They scrubbed all the dead skin out of me, bandaged me up, and yeah, as you can see, it's quite a big old patch. Hopefully you can see. But it's drying up and healing up quite nicely. It's going to be a couple of weeks before it's shed and back through to healthy skin. But yeah, I'm doing all right. Went there. I've been at work all week, but just I'd say taking it easy, but that would be a lie because I haven't really. Work's been crazy. It's all Naths' fault. Yeah, done a couple of bits in the evening here, but I've been trying to take it easy. I've been trying to get home so I can rest it up. It was Gorgeous George's birthday as well this week, so that lost me my Thursday night where I'd usually work late. But yeah, cracking on with what has been done. I'll start here on top of this short block. This is Dom's engine for his kit car. He's been down with me today, and we have. I really need to clear my throat. It's better. We have taken the head off of it, done the valve stem oil seals, lapped the exhaust valves in because the intakes are okay. And we was getting ready to put it back together again, and for some reason it's only got one head dowel in it, which is a bit of a mystery to me, to be honest, because I don't really know how that could have happened, but such is life. But yeah, progress has been made on that, so got another dowel ordered. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow, next couple of days, and we can get the head bash back together again. So then the short block is ready to go. Well, short block, just the block is ready to go because we've got to pull the engine out, swap a load of ancillary stuff over before it can go back in again. So yeah, that's the Mazda update. Project Kidney Failure, I think is what I'm going to call it. The Saab. Had a look at it, sorting prices out for stuff. So again, like I said, I've been a bit lackadaisical. Lackadaisical? Oh, lackadaisical probably isn't the word because I've been working like a dog. Everything else has been priority, so I've not really done an awful lot with this at the moment. Probably got all the prices together for bits, so I've just got to put a quote together for the customer, get the go ahead, which I think we're going to have. I need to leave my arm alone as well because it's at that itchy point where I just want to like take it off and beat myself with it. Yeah, so yeah, we've got prices together. Amazingly, one of my local factors had an exhaust for it on the shelf, which is madness. So I've got that ready when I get the go ahead, which hopefully will be tomorrow. So then I can get that cracked out. So nothing really on Project Kidney Failure. So we'll move around to the Sprite where stuff has happened, but you can't really see again at the moment because I've taken it back apart again. But we'll turn the camera around so we can have a quick see there too. So Project 7 Up has been more progress than it looks like because it looks like nothing has changed. This week we have been trying to sort the brakes out. For some reason I can't get a brake pedal in it. Doesn't seem to matter what you do. Well, say it doesn't seem to matter. Tried a few things. We're resourceful in this trade, so we'll find a solution to it. tried a few things to try and get the fluid to the near side rear corner, but for some reason there's no brake fluid getting to it, so I don't quite understand that. I've even left it with the nipple open to gravity bleed, nothing. Managed to get fluid through the other 3 corners, but for some reason I do not know what is going on, but nothing seems to get to that back. So I'm going to see if I can grab a vacuum bleeder and see if I can literally pull it through. That's my last resort at the moment, so I just need to try and get hold of one. Hopefully with a vacuum bleeder, if you don't know what that is or what that does, it basically draws fluid through. So instead of when you normally bleed brakes, you'd pump the brake pedal, push the fluid through, which pushes all the air out of the system. So what gives you a bad brake pedal if you have air in the system is air can be compressed. That's why we can get so much into an engine. Fluids can't. So again, if you get water in your cylinder, if you've got a head gasket gone, you end up bending rods and chucking rods out the side of it because you can't squash more fluid into a space than it takes. So going back to the brake pedal, if you've got air in there, as you push the pedal down, it just squashes the air. It doesn't actually move either the pistons or the wheel cylinders to make the brake supply. So what you usually do is you pump the brake pedal, push fluid from the reservoir up the top there. I don't know if you can see it. That would then go through to the brakes, push all the fluid, pushes the air. Happy days. For some reason, it just doesn't want to do it on this. I don't know if it's because the style and because I'm so used to working on like more modern stuff. This has got one brake pipe comes out of the master cylinder, which then goes into a 3-way split. I've never seen one like that before, and so I don't know if I'm being stupid or if it's an issue or if it's just the way it is. So yeah, we'll come to the end of that though. It's not the end of the world. Then with the rest of it, what's annoying is I'll insert a picture now. I had the rad supports made. So I've done it so that it comes up to here and then folds down. So then it should, in theory, try and push more air through the radiator whilst you're driving down the road. If you know about airflow, you'll know that air will always take the path of least resistance. So if you've got a wall, it will hit it and then try and go around it. So we need to try and funnel as much air through these sections here to try and block it off so it can't just hit it and then dissipate round. So if it's blocked here, it should hit it and then try and force its way through. In theory, it's not going to be as good as some like fully closed in like race cars that we do where you build it into the front bumper and stuff like that. That isn't the purpose of it. This is a street car ultimately. Oh, sorry if I've just thumbed my microphone and made loads of distortion there. Yeah, this isn't a massive race car build, so as long as we're doing something to try and counteract it, I think we'll be fine. As well as it looking quite tidy as well. But yeah, I had it all made, but it's off where I've painted it, which is a bit disappointing. Other than that, we can't stand up. Yeah, I won't move. Other than that, we've got all the coolant pipes run on it as well, and moved some stuff around from the original setup that the owner had on there, just so it runs a little bit neater. And we've had to do it so that it ties in with the what's the best way to word it? The thermostat change on the back to be a rear-wheel drive setup rather than the standard Zetec front-wheel drive setup. If you're at all in with the old Ford scene, you'll know all the boys with Mark 1 Escorts, Anglers and stuff that stick these Zetecs and Duratecs in them. they normally change the water rail so it comes out and then it runs up over the top of the exhaust manifold. So this has got the same thing. So it just means we've had to tweak the seagulls. Just means we've had to tweak how the original modified water pipes were. So we've got that routing done. It looks quite nice. Hopefully it's all going to work. So yeah, that's that. Obviously my gammy arm stopped me from being productive as I'd like to have been this week, but the flip side of that coin is I'm not really training at the moment either. Normally I go to the gym 3-4 times a week, so I haven't been doing that because if I work too hard and put too much force through this arm, it starts to hurt. So it does mean that next week hopefully I'll have a few more days here. I'll spend a bit more time on them and we can see this out the door soon. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and we will see you next week. Take it easy. We'll get the money shot and you've taken it actually off.